Hello world of YouTube. Thought I'd do a video today to show you guys my build of a Twilight deck. So without further ado, let's go. Alright. Obviously, one honest, limited, broken card in this deck. I wouldn't say broken but stable. One Lumina, limited, same. One Wolf, some people use two. I prefer not to, it's a really bad draw. One Garrett, Lightsworn Warrior, he's really good. One Arcus, Lightsworn Druid, really good card. Great, it's basically a thought ruler for all your monsters. Protects them, it's really good. Sort of like Safe Zone. Two Raikou. Some people would argue, say no, use three. I don't really like using three. Clogs your, not clogs your hand. Yeah, it can clog your hand if you draw more than one. But also maybe you won't get it when you need it or something. Or two's enough. In my experience, and my mate's experience as well. He's very experienced with this deck. Two Celestia. Never go over two. Two is a really good number. I think has a really good effect, really powerful effect. Can force your opponent's warnings. You know, great if you flip a Raikou and then you get to activate. Then you get to tribute summon Celestia. You know, or if you play charge Millwolf, and then you can just free tribute summon basically. So. Really good card. I like to have two because it's not searchable with Charge the Light Brigade. I like to have two so you can draw more likelihood of drawing it. So yeah. All I'm saying is I'm a fan of Celestia. She's a beaut. One Veiler. One's enough, I think. Veiler's awesome, especially in this format, in the meta game right now. But it's not like I don't know. It's one's enough in Twilight, I think. Yeah. And the cards you want to be milled now, and that's, I'll go through them fast. Glow Up, Plague, Necro Gardener, and Zephyros Blackwing. Zephyros Delete. For those who don't know the card, it is ZEPHYROS, the Elite. If you want to Google it. Yeah, pretty good. He's mainly there because he's a dark, and he's a really good mill. If you get him in your hand, you can ditch him from Trigodia's effect. To get a level 4 on your opponent's side of the field. You can also ditch him from other stuff as well, I'll show you later. From Beckoning to the Light. So it's a good ditch for that. I also run Gores, so Gores and Trigolia. Really good darks. Two Judgment Dragon. I'm thinking about using a third, but I'm just thinking they can clog earlier on, But with more testing, I'll find out which is the best number, 2 or 3. It's definitely a really good card. I can see why you'd use 3, but at the same time I can see why you use 2. So yeah. 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Same as Judgment Dragon. My reasons for 2. 1 BLS. It's basically 3 Chaos Sorcerer right there, but yeah, I don't need to explain him. I shouldn't anyway. So that's the monsters. Spells. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole. Pod of Avarice, another staple in this deck. Charge the Light Brigade, same. 2 Gold Sarcophagus, really increases consistency. Lets you search out either one of your staple cards like Avarice, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole or Heavy Storm or something. So that, like, they can't be milled. It's really good for basically protecting stuff from being milled, as well as obviously getting it to your hand 2 turns later. Or you could search out BLS, JD, you know, all that stuff, so it doesn't get milled. That's such a great card in this deck. Especially great if you're going first, set right, go play 1 or 2 gold tarks. Yeah. Double pod duality. Was originally using 3. I couldn't either could play it and could not special summon when I wanted to, or else had to special summon and be stuck with a pod duality in my hand. So that's pretty crap, you know. So and that was happening too often. So either pod doesn't belong in this deck. I believe it belongs in pretty much every deck. Pretty much every deck, not every deck. And this being one of the pretty much. So I think, yeah, I think it should be run in 2 at most in Twilight, because yeah, limits your special summoning. Solo recharge times 3. Don't have to explain a lot. D-draw of the deck. Beckoning Light. I could use 2. It clogs, so yeah. Plus hard to find space. I want to keep the deck count to 40. Chances are you're not gonna deck out. The deck is very fast, even if it does mill a shitload. You have all your boss monsters. You have your double chaos sorcerers, your BLS, your double judgment dragons. You know you're most likely. Chances are you're not gonna come to deck out. So yeah. Double warning. It's a brilliant card. On judgment, sorry, I was underneath it. Same. Mirror Force, Torrential, and Malevolent Catastrophe. I love this card. It's second Heavy Storm basically. Well, I'm not using MSTs in this deck because of space, so he's basically, yeah, instead of the 2 MSTs, shortly put. But yeah, you know, they attack your right go, you go Malevolent Catastrophe, hopefully blow up 2 of their back row, maybe more. Or better yet, clear the way for Celestia, you know. So your opponent can't warning it, so then you get to pull off the effect plus 2. So yeah, +2 from Celestia and plus whatever from this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's my Twilight deck. It will have some more testing in the weeks to come. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks and peace out.